There are places so old that even the shadows seem tired. That's what Owen, a freelance documentarian, muttered into his recorder as he stepped onto the cracked stone path that led to Black Hollow Manor. He had come chasing rumors. The old house was abandoned for decades, blamed for disappearances, madness, and worst of all, a curse whispered from mother to child. With him were three companions: Celia, an urban explorer with nerves of steel, and a voice that was softer than her photographs; Grant, an audio engineer who wore headphones even when the batteries were dead, more at ease with static than silence; Lila, a folklore researcher, carrying old maps and scrawled notes in her leather-bound journal. They had arrived on the cusp of dusk, when the fog curled around the trees like living things. Black Hollow Manor loomed like a forgotten thought. Its slate roof was shattered in places, its windows filmed over with dirt and webs. But what stopped them wasn't the rot or the broken steps. It was the mirror. Tall, oval, and framed in blackened iron, it stood alone in the entrance hall. Dust blanketed every surface but the glass itself, which gleamed as though someone had polished it moments ago. "Creepy," Celia whispered, camera raised. "It's freezing," Grant muttered, breath misting. Lila flipped through her journal, her brow creasing. "This might be the Nightglass," she said. "Local legend says it belonged to the First Lady of the manor. They claimed it could show more than your reflection. It showed what you feared most." Owen the skeptic stepped closer. His reflection stared back, older than he expected, eyes sunken. "Cough! Just a mirror," he scoffed. Celia approached next, her expression caught between wonder and unease. In the glass, she saw herself standing alone, camera broken at her feet. Grant stayed back, fiddling with the recorder. I'm not looking," he grunted, but the glass tilted ever so slightly, catching him. Grant froze. "I saw something behind me," he murmured. The group set up camp in what remained of the ballroom, broken chandeliers dangling like cobwebs, marble cracked and stained. As darkness deepened, the house creaked and groaned as though breathing around them. Lila read aloud from her notes. "The Nightglass was made by a craftsman who believed fear could be captured. It's said to feed on what it shows, and eventually what it shows comes true." "Nonsense," Owen insisted. "Then explain the locals who vanished," Lila countered. Outside, the wind howled, rattling the boarded windows. Grant reviewed the day's audio, his face paled. "Listen," he said. In the static, soft, deliberate words, "Stay with us." "It's an echo," Owen argued. "It said with us," Grant replied. "Echoes don't change words." That night, Celia couldn't sleep. The camera resting on her chest powered itself on, lens whirring. She turned toward the entrance hall. In the darkness, the mirror gleamed like an open eye. At dawn, Celia was gone. Her footprints led to the mirror, and in its glass, Celia, alone in the house, camera shattered at her feet, tears rolling down her cheeks. "It's showing what happened," Lila whispered. "No," Owen said. "It's showing what will happen." They searched the manor until dusk. Celia was nowhere. Owen, desperate, confronted the mirror. His reflection shimmered, replaced by himself, staring into darkness, breath caught in his chest, and something moving behind him. "That's not real," Owen shouted, but the thing in the glass stepped closer. Lila found an old diary tucked inside a broken drawer. "I see them now. The ones who came before, the mirror keeps them. It showed me what I feared, and then it took me. It feeds, and it never breaks." Grant, pale, clutched the recorder. "We need to leave," he stammered. But outside, the door wouldn't open. The boards held fast. "The manor won't let us go," Lila realized. That night, Lila dreamed of the mirror swallowing her reflection whole. She awoke, heart pounding. In the entrance hall, the mirror's glass rippled, like water disturbed by breath. Grant stepped too close. His reflection smiled, but he did not. "Run!" Lila shouted. But Grant's reflection reached through the glass, and in a moment, Grant was gone. Only Owen and Lila remained. "It wants fear," Lila whispered. "That's what feeds it." "Then stop being afraid," Owen snarled. "How?" she demanded. The mirror trembled. Shadows pooled around them. "Don't look," Owen begged. But Lila's gaze lifted. In the glass, herself, alone holding the leather-bound journal, years older, whispering into darkness. "Owen," she gasped. She turned. Owen was gone. His reflection alone remained, eyes hollow, skin gray. Lila stood before the mirror. "You want my fear?" she whispered. The glass shimmered. "I won't give it to you," she vowed. But the mirror was patient. In its depths, it showed her future, trapped in the manor, alone, speaking to no one, forgotten by the world. Her hands trembled. No. No. When rescuers arrived months later, Black Hollow Manor was empty. In the entrance hall stood the Nightglass, pristine, flawless. And if you looked closely, very closely, in the glass you could see Celia, camera at her feet, crying. Grant, eyes wide in terror. Owen, shouting in vain. And Lila, oldest of all, whispering to herself in endless darkness. The mirror had kept them, just as it had kept all the others before. And it waits, still.